Good morning and welcome to the Sunroom. My name is Monica. We're in Dublin here on our 41st day of quarantine. So I hope you're doing well. I hope to see you soon. So let's, if you have it, a block would be good, or a big book or a dictionary, and a belt, any type of belt. But if you don't, that's okay. We can still do the class. So please sit in a comfortable seat, cross-legged or else kneeling. As usual, please, if you can subscribe to this channel to see more classes, you just have to click on the bell-shaped icon and give me any comment or request or question you would like, so that we can see how to improve these classes. Also, the answer to the question from last week, the quiz about the poem we read, that was a poem or part of a poem by Cristina Rossetti called Introspective. It's a lovely book called Selected Poems by Cristina Rossetti, and I really, really recommend it. So while we're here, let's close our eyes, start bringing our attention inwards to our breath, to anything that would feel tense today. In particular, I just got up. It's 7 a.m. here in Dublin, and I'm tense in a lot of places. So we'll start moving the breath, directing the breath to those places, trying to loosen them out. And today's classes centers on the Anahata chakra, the chakra of the heart. This is located in the chest. So let's place our hands on our chests, visualize the color green, and I will read you a few affirmations about the Anahata chakra. I love myself for who I am and the potential within me. I am grateful for all the love that's in my life. I send love to everyone I know. And this week I'd like to read you another quote. If you'd like to have a go at who wrote it, let me know. Let me know if you liked it. And if you have another quote that you prefer. I think this quote is really about love. I would like to give you the silver branch, the small white flower, the one word that will protect you from the grief at the center of your dream, from the grief at the center. I would like to follow you up the long stairway again and become the boat that will row you back carefully, aflame into cupped hands, to where your body lies beside me, and you enter it as easily as breathing in. I would like to be the air that inhabits you for a moment only. I would like to be that unnoticed and unnecessary. So let me know if you know who wrote this, if you like it, if you have a better one. So today we'll also concentrate on the yogic principle of ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence, not just physical, but also spiritual, also psychological, and not just against others, also against ourselves. Because we are sometimes our worst enemies, and we really criticize ourselves and really harsh to ourselves, especially in this period during the quarantine when maybe we require more of ourselves than we can give at the moment. So take a moment to think about this and about maybe becoming your best friend for once. And with this in mind, please set an intention or sankalpa for this class. So if Finn moves, we can start our classes. Huh, Finny, what do you think about it? No intention. So from your sitting position, we'll do a few cat-cows while sitting. So place your hands on your knees. Inhale, arch your spine, bring your shoulders down and your chin slightly forward. Exhale, curve your spine. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, round your spine, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Today, our pranayama will be samavriti or squared breath. But first, let's place a hand on the chest, a hand on the belly, and let's visualize the journey of the breath from when it comes inside your nostrils all the way down to your body, inflating the belly, let the belly expand. And then on the exhale, let the breath do a little somersault and come back up slowly. Visualize that journey up into your nostrils, out of your nostrils, warming up your upper lip. Do it again. Inhale. Imagine your breath coming down your body. Let your belly expand with your inhale. Exhale. Visualize the breath coming back up slowly out of your nostrils. So now we'll try Samavriti. So try to imagine you have a square in your belly, and each part of your breath is a side of this square. This breath has 4 parts and they all have the same length. So we'll count to 4 on an inhale. We'll pause for 4, holding our breath. We exhale for 4, and we'll hold our breath for 4. Obviously, if you feel dizzy or unwell, please stop doing this pranayama and go back to your normal breath. So, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. So it would be beneficial to try Samavriti for some minutes every day, and if you do, maybe you can keep a little log of how you feel afterwards. See if it changes anything. Let me know if it does or if it doesn't. So from here, let's inhale our arms behind us, interlace our fingers and press them towards the floor, opening our chest, slightly lifting our chin, bringing our shoulders down. Long deep breaths, and if Ujjayi breath is in your practice, please start it now. Release your hands. If you like to try Ujjayi breath, it's simply a slight restriction of the throat that makes it sound like this. And we use this breath to stay in the moment and to concentrate on our breathing. So from here, come to your all fours to tabletop with your wrists under your shoulders, your hands pressed completely into the mat, including your knuckles and the four corners of your hands to protect your wrists. Your hips are over your knees and your feet are pressing into the mat with the front of your feet. So here, take any movement that benefits you today. This is your class. And if you feel like maybe you like to stretch this way, maybe you like to do some cat-cows, just feel free. Just move painlessly, move with caution. Just do whatever you feel might help you. You could do circles. Any type of movement that's safe. So from here, leave your hips where they are, but lengthen your arms in front of your hands on the floor. And bring your chin or your forehead to the mat for puppy dog. Slowly stretch for your back. Nice long breaths. I just don't place my chin on the floor because I've got a microphone, but you can if you like to. Exhale. Move your shoulders on top of your wrists. Lengthen your legs. Stretch your legs behind you for Sphinx pose. So press the fronts of your feet into the mat. Activate your legs to your knees. Lift a little. Press into the mat with your elbows, lifting your chin slightly, bringing your shoulders down and away from the ears for Sphinx. So this is a little back bend, another heart opener. Also helps us stretch the back. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, come up into plank, and then move back into downward facing dog. It's the first of the day, so feel free to pedal your legs, to move your shoulders and neck any way you want to. Maybe check the length of your down dog by going into plank and see if you have to move anything. If you do, maybe it was too short or too long. Otherwise, it was just right. From your dog, inhale your right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it between the hands, and if it doesn't quite get there, give it a hand. So place your right knee onto the mat. Cushion it with the mat or with a blanket if it hurts. Move your right leg slightly forward. Inhale, put your arms up. Exhale, bend them into the branches of a cactus. And maybe bring your chin slightly up if your neck is okay, otherwise keep looking forward. And bring your hips down and forward to really lengthen that left quad. Open your heart, open your chest. Nice long breaths. One more. On your next exhale, plant your hands either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your knee, and shorten your stance a little bit. And come up. From here, start opening your back foot towards the long side of the mat, but only to 45 degrees. Try to keep your hips pointing squared towards the short side of your mat as much as you can. Front leg is bent to 90 degrees. Inhale, put your arms up for warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So check your alignment. Your front heel should be more or less on the middle of your instep, your back foot. Arms are up or else in prayer. And if you can look up, otherwise keep looking forward. Nice long back. Keep your shoulders relaxed. One more. Exhale, let your arms go. Move your right foot slightly to your right. Inhale, put your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, open your chest, pressing the arms, the hands away from you. Maybe looking up if the neck allows. And then keeping that right leg bent. Exhale, fall forward into Baddha Virabhadrasana or Humble Warrior. So keep your neck in line with the spine. Keep your spine long. Keep pressing the hands away from you. Your back leg is really active, really engaged. Nice long breaths. One more cycle. Exhale, come all the way up. Place your hands on your hips and come to the front of your mat. We'll do a balancing pose now called dancer, but you can choose your own level and stick with it if you like. If you have a wall near you, it would be a very good idea because so that you can support yourself until your balance improves if that's needed. So if you're coming with me, move your weight into your right foot and bend your left leg. Take your left hand and put it on grab the foot from the inside. So not here, but here. Keep your knees together for the moment and bring your right arm up. So if this is where you want to stay today for the answer, that's perfectly fine. You're still lengthening your quad, you're still challenging your balance. If you want to come with me, start leaning forward and at the same time kicking your left foot into your left hand slowly to open into dancer. So we'll do a small back bend and we'll bring our chest more or less parallel to the ground. Your back leg, keep kicking into your back hand. One more breath. Exhale, release. Well done. So open to the long side of the mat now, with your feet open to 45 degrees. Exhale, come down into a squat. And then bring your arms up into cactus, but this time your hands are facing one another for goddess pose. So keep your spine long, your shoulders down and away from the ears. Nice long breaths. So in difficult situations, our breathing tends to shorten and to become faster. So if we can only concentrate on our breath, for example, when you're angry, frustrated, instead of hitting somebody with a frying pan during the quarantine, you might be able to concentrate on your breathing and instead of reacting, go back to lengthening your breath. I know it's hard to concentrate on your breathing until you don't feel that way anymore. It's magic. On the next exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your feet parallel to one another. Inhale your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and open the chest, pushing the hands towards the floor. Maybe lifting the chin slightly. One more breath. On the exhale, fall forward. Your hands behind you interlaced, letting your head dangle, maybe moving your weight slightly onto your tippy toes, being careful not to fall. Keep opening your chest, relaxing your neck, but your legs are really, really strong and active. You are not gripping with your toes. One more breath cycle. Don't forget your dry breath. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Plant your hands into plank and come all the way down to your mat. You can do this 3 ways. In one straight line with your elbows close to you. With your knees first, untucking your toes and coming down, or else in chaturanga. Now, because there's no time in a class like this to explain chaturanga, I have uploaded a little tutorial on chaturanga dandasana on YouTube. So if you'd like to have a look, do. So we can try our chaturanga and then practice it in the class. But for now, we're going down onto the mat on our bellies, untucking our toes, elbows close, hands under the shoulders. Inhale into cobra, spine long, shoulders down. Exhale down, another cobra. Inhale, spine long, open your heart, open your chest. Maybe look slightly up. Exhale down, third and last one. Inhale, cobra. Keep your legs parallel. Keep your heels pointing back and not outwards. Exhale down. Plant your hands, plant your toes. Inhale into plank and downward facing dog. So this time in your down dog, try and really lengthen towards the sky with your hips. So push into your hand to lengthen your spine. Don't let it curve downwards. Stay straight. And it doesn't matter whether your legs are bent, whether your heels are on the floor or not. What matters is that you're really lengthening towards the sky, trying not to hold tension in your shoulders, keeping your neck long. One more breath in down dog. Inhale your left leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, look between your hands and bring the foot there. If it doesn't quite get there, give it a hand. Place your right knee on the mat. Untuck your toes, cushion your knee if you need to. From here, inhale your arms up and open them like a cactus. Back bending slightly, opening your chest, bringing your hips down and forward to really lengthen that right quad. Maybe look slightly up if the neck allows. Shoulders are relaxed. Spine is long. Exhale, hands on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your knee. So shorten your stance a little bit and come up. Here, open your back foot, your right foot, slightly to the long side of the mat to 45 degrees. Keep your left leg bent to 90 degrees. Your hips point to the short side of your mat as much as possible. Inhale both arms up for warrior one. Make sure again that your front heel is in line with the instep of your back foot. And bring your shoulders down if you want. Go into prayer, otherwise keep your hands shoulder distance. Maybe look slightly up. Keep breathing. Nice long breath. Can you relax your jaw a little more? Can you bend that front leg a tiny little bit more? Can you relax your shoulders into your back body? Exhale, release your hands and tiptoe your left foot a little bit to the outside. Inhale, we'll interlace our fingers behind us again. And this time change the cross of your fingers. So if you had your right thumb on top, this time put your left thumb on top, even though it feels a bit strange. So inhale, interlace your fingers behind you and open your chest, pushing the hands away from you. Back leg really active and straight, opening towards the sky. Exhale, fall forward into Baddha Virabhadrasana or Humble Warrior. Your neck stays long and in line with the spine, so you're not cranking your head up. You're not looking at your back foot. Back leg really active, front leg bent to 90 degrees. Push the hands away from you. One more. On your next exhale, slowly come up and come to the front of your mat for your balancing pose, dancer today. So again, we have levels. Move your weight into your left foot. Bend your right leg and place your right hand to the inside of your foot. So grab your foot that way. Inhale your left arm up. If this is where you want to stay today, that's perfect. If you want to go a little bit deeper, start leaning forward and kicking your right foot into your right hand until your chest comes almost parallel to the floor. Look at something that isn't moving. Keep kicking with that back leg. Keep your spine long, and we're doing a slight back bend and opening our chest, our heart center. One more. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting our squat. So come back, open towards the long side of your mat. Bend your knees. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace with that funny new interlace that we did. Inhale. Bring your chest up. So open into your goddess with your cactus arms and your palms towards each other. Keep breathing. Lengthen your breath. Spine long. Shoulders relaxed. One more. Exhale. Let it go. Straighten your legs. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Inhale your arms behind you this time. Open your chest. Exhale, fall forward. Again, bring your weight forward onto your tippy toes. Let your head dangle. Let your neck relax. Give it permission to relax. Your legs are really strong. Your hands are pushing away from you, opening your chest. Nice long breaths. Leave your jaw relaxed. One more. Exhale, let the arms go. Come back to the front of your mat. And this time, we'll do our sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Plant your hands. Go back to your plank. All the way down, or knees first, or chaturanga. If you're doing chaturanga, you will do up dog. Otherwise, come with me and tuck your toes. Keep your elbows close to your body and your hands under your shoulders. Inhale into cobra. 1. Nice long spine. Calm down. Inhale. 2. Move with your breath. Spine long, shoulders down, chest open. Exhale down. Inhale. Last one. Spine long, shoulders away from the ears. Legs really active. Heels parallel. Exhale down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Downward facing dog. So from here, let's try. We're gonna try wild thing. So there are levels to this pose as well. And also, if you don't want to do it, you can just stay in your down dog or go into child's pose. Open your knees as wide as the mat, touching your toes, bringing your toes to touch and sitting on them. If you like to try wild thing, which I think is a lot of fun and it is a lovely name, come into plank and come into dog and start moving your weight first into your right hand and right foot. So as you do that, lift your left leg, bend it, bring it behind and place your left foot more or less beside your right knee. Lift your left hand and bring it up. So if this is where you want to stay today, that's perfectly fine, pushing your hips to the ceiling or to the sky. Otherwise, if you want to try the full pose, keep bending your back until your chest is pointing at the sky. Your left hand is going towards the floor. Your head is dangling down. So your left leg is still bent. Your right is extended. And your chest is opening towards the sky. One more breath. Exhale. Come back to dog. Take a quick child's pose before we try the other side, if you'd like to. So back to down dog. Move your weight onto your left hand and left foot. Lift your right leg, bend it, and place it behind your left. Lift your right arm towards the sky. So if this is where you want to stay today, that's perfectly fine. Looking forward or looking up. Otherwise, keep going. Bring your chest towards the sky, letting your right hand dangle down. So your left leg is straight, your right is bent. Nice long breaths. If you're in any pain, immediately come out of the pose. Exhale. Back to our down dog. And from here, kneel down on your mat. Yay! For camel or Ustrasana. Ustrasana also has levels. So let's try the first level. Our feet are pushing onto the floor in any case. And our thighs are perpendicular to the floor, and we need to keep them this way. In this pose, we'll tend to go backwards with them. We need to remember and bring them forward again. So place your hands as if you had your back pockets. So elbows towards each other. Inhale, slight back bend, looking up if the neck allows. this is your first level, and if you want to stay here today, that is perfect. You're back bending safely. If you want to continue on, start leaning back and looking for your heel or ankle with one hand and then with the other. So bring your legs back up, your thighs back up because they've gone backward. Only if your neck allows, and if your neck is healthy, let your head fall back with caution. Keep opening your chest. And if you're in the full pose, when you come up, please be very, very cautious and bring your neck and head up last. One more breath. Exhale, slowly up. So sit on your mat and you'll need your belt if you have one. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. So we'll do cow's face. Bring your right leg onto the mat with your right foot beside your hips. Then bring the left leg on top of it with the leg beside your hips and stack your knees. So if this hurts your knees or your hips, feel free to go back to a cross-leg position. It's perfectly fine. So place your belt onto one shoulder, either shoulder. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, bend it and place it between your shoulder blades. Then inhale, open your left arm, turn your palm backwards, bend the arm, place it behind the back and start walking the hand upwards to try and meet the other hand. So with the top hand, take the belt. Show you this way. Take the belt, and with the bottom hand, take the other side of the belt if you have it, and start walking your hands towards each other. If they can already meet, well, that's perfect. Just grab your fingers. Otherwise, keep walking them on the belt. If you don't have a belt, just bring them to your back and try to push your elbows towards each other so that little by little, inch by inch, your hands will come closer. Wherever you are, keep your spine long, your neck long, chest open, shoulders relaxed. Nice long breaths. Exhale, let go and change the cross of your legs. So this time you'll have your left leg on the floor with the foot beside the hip and your right leg on top of it, foot beside the other hip. Your knees are stacked. So inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, bend it and place the hand between the shoulder blades. Take the belt in that hand. Open your right arm outwards. Turn the palm to the back. Bend the arm behind the back and grab the belt, if you have it, to inch your hands towards each other. If you can grab the fingers already, do. Otherwise, if you can't and you don't have a belt, just place your hands flat on your back and try to push your elbows towards each other so that little by little your hands will come closer. It doesn't matter where they are, as long as you're stretching your arms, your triceps, and keeping your back straight and long. That's perfect. Nice long breaths. On your next exhale, let go. Put the belt to a side if you have it. Move your dog if he's in front of you. And come down to your belly. Bring your arms beside you with the palms on the floor. Inhale, only your arms up. Keeping all the rest on the floor. I don't have my chin on the floor because of the microphone, but you can. Exhale down. Inhale, arms, chin, and chest up. Spine long. Exhale down. Inhale, chin, chest, arms, and legs up. For locust pose. So keep your neck long. Your drishti or gaze is a little bit forward on the floor in front of you. Your neck is long, your legs are really engaged, and so are your fingers. Exhale down. So you can do locust or salabhasana again, or else you can bend your legs, grab your ankles, keeping your knees parallel. Inhale, kick your feet into your hands so you open your chest and your chest comes up and your knees come up for bow pose. Try to keep your knees parallel, don't let them splay out. Relax your neck. One more breath cycle. Exhale, let go. From here, we'll do half frog. So position yourself as if you were doing Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, hands on the floor, fronts of the feet on the floor. Then bend your right leg and grab it. Grab your foot with your right hand. Push that foot towards the sit bones and turn the hand so that the fingers are facing up. They kind of on your toes. And start pushing the foot towards the bum. If it hurts, just stop there, just before it hurts. Don't collapse into your left shoulder. Keep the spine long and then turn to look at your right foot. Nice long breaths. If this hurts, just go back onto your belly and just do this with the leg, just to lengthen the quad. If half frog is too intense today. Exhale down. Place the elbow back down. Bend your left leg. Grab your left foot. Push it towards your sit bones and start turning the hand so that the fingers are facing up towards you. Don't collapse into that right shoulder. Press onto the mat and turn to look at your left foot if you can. Nice long breaths again. If this is too intense, go back to your quad stretch on the floor without lifting yourself onto an arm. Exhale, let go. Let's go onto our backs for bridge or wheel. So your choice today. Also, I'll demonstrate bridge first. So come onto your back. Bring your feet close to your sit bones with the soles of your feet on the floor. Hands beside you with the palms on the floor. Inhale, detach just your sacrum first, and then little by little your hips and your lower back and your abdomen and your chest. And if you want, you can shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Interlace your fingers, pressing them into the floor to open your chest even more. Bring your thighs, your hips towards the sky for a lovely chest opener. If you would like to try the wheel, place your hands beside your ears with your fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Keep your knees parallel to each other. Inhale your hips up and your back up. So at the start you can leave your head on the floor if you feel uncomfortable, or grab with your hands onto somebody's ankles so that they can help you. And then bring your hips towards the sky. Nice long spine, trying to bring your weight a bit more towards your hands. Open your chest. Nice long breaths. Keep your toes relaxed. On your next exhale, slowly come back down onto your head and then onto your back, and give your knees a lovely squeeze onto your chest, maybe grabbing opposite elbow. Then let your right leg fall down onto the mat with the toes pointing up. Grab your left knee with your right hand and bring it to your right hand side. Open your left arm and look at your left hand. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. Let your spine relax and release all the tension. Nice long breaths. Exhale, come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest again. Then let your left leg fall straight onto the mat, toes pointing up. Grab your right leg with your left hand and move it to your left side. Open your right arm, look at your right hand. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Lengthen your breath. Feel the lovely release in your lumbar area and your lower back. One more. Exhale back to center. Give your knees another squeeze. Then, if you want, grab your big toes with your pit fingers. Open your legs. Your the plants of your feet are towards the ceiling or the sky. And we're doing happy baby. So from here, you can roll from side to side to give your spine a well-deserved massage. Exhale. Let everything fall out. Maybe make yourself warm. Put on socks and a jumper if you want to, if it's not warm already. Let your feet fall out. The palms of the hands face the ceiling or the sky to go into your Shavasana. So let go of Ujjayi breath if you are doing it. Maybe make yourself comfortable with a pillow or a bolster under your knees, and you can bend your knees and let them splay out. Lengthen up before relaxing into your Shavasana, trying to stay still and to not grab onto your thoughts, to just let them pass, let them go by. Just concentrating on yourself, on your breathing, on letting the benefits of the practice soak in. So if you have the time, I recommend that you should stay in your Shavasana for at least 5 or 10 minutes, even 15 if you have them, because it's a really important part of your practice. So if you want, maybe you can pause this video and do your lovely Shavasana. So when you have stayed on the floor for as long as you could, you slowly start wriggling your toes and fingers to wake them up. Maybe lengthen your arms behind you, stretch your feet to your direction. And when you're ready, slowly, in your own time, you roll onto your right hand side in a fetal position. Maybe cushion your head with your hands. Take one more moment of complete relaxation in this position. And then slowly, helping with your hands, bring yourself up to a seated position or kneeling on your mat, whatever is comfortable for you. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. I'll read you a short poem by Rumi. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. So take a moment to thank yourself for taking this important time for yourself today. I hope the benefits of this practice stay with you all day and through your week. Thank you for coming to this class and doing it with me. Your hands to your chest in prayer, and then your thumb to your third eye. May your thoughts be peaceful. May your words be kind. May your hearts be open. We bow together and say Namaste. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining this class. Please let me know in the comments if you have any requests for future classes, any comments, anything at all about our quote today, any question at all. Please subscribe if you can, and keep in contact if you can. So thank you very much again. Have a lovely day.